As we step into our 60s and beyond, our relationship with our hair begins to change. What once worked beautifully may suddenly feel outdated, unflattering, or harder to manage. And this isn't about vanity, it's about stepping into a new season of life with confidence, softness, and a look that truly reflects who you've become. Today, we'll explore some common hair choices that stylists agree can unintentionally age women over 60. And more importantly, gentle alternatives that help your natural beauty shine even brighter. Let's dive in with an open heart and a willingness to refresh what no longer serves you. Let's begin with a style many experts warn about: keeping your hair overly long and heavy. There's something undeniably elegant about long hair, and many women hold on to it because it feels familiar, feminine, and comforting. But as we age, the way our hair behaves changes dramatically. For most women, the strands become finer, more fragile, and less dense. When long hair becomes thin, it tends to hang flat against the face, emphasizing downward lines and shadows that can make the features appear tired or pulled down. Experts explain that extremely long hair often weighs itself down, removing natural lift at the roots and elongating the face in a way that brings attention to sagging or volume loss. Something completely normal with age, but easy to soften with the right haircut. Heavy ends can also look stringy, especially when the hair isn't as full as before. Another issue is maintenance. Long hair requires significant upkeep: trims, heat styling, conditioning, detangling. And sometimes the effort doesn't reflect on the final look, causing frustration that your hair just doesn't look right anymore. But this doesn't mean short hair is the only answer. Instead, stylists recommend aiming for a softer, more intentional length, something that lifts the face rather than dragging it downward. Shoulder-length cuts, long bobs, or layered mid-length styles offer movement, bounce, and a youthful sense of ease. They frame the face without overwhelming it, and give the illusion of thicker, fuller hair. Layers also play a powerful role. Soft layering around the face can brighten your features, draw attention to the eyes, and create a gentle uplift. Many women over 60 say that removing even 4 or 5 inches of weight instantly makes them look refreshed, lighter, and more energetic. The real secret is proportion, softness, and movement, not sacrificing femininity. With a length that suits the texture and density of your hair today, you create a look that harmonizes with your current beauty instead of competing with it. Now moving on to another style experts strongly caution against: extremely short, rigid, or helmet-like cuts. Many women cut their hair very short after 60 because they believe it's what you're supposed to do. And while short hair can be incredibly youthful, liberating, and stylish, the wrong version of it can instantly age the face. Stylists often describe the issue as too short, too stiff, too strict. These ultra-structured cuts lack movement and softness. They can create harsh lines, expose thinning areas, and make the facial features appear sharper or more severe. A stiff short haircut can actually emphasize facial asymmetry, texture changes in the skin, or fine lines that softer styles would naturally balance. The helmet look happens when the cut is overly shaped without allowing the hair to fall naturally. This creates a round silhouette that can sit heavily around the crown or temples, and instead of lifting the face, it flattens it. Another issue is maintenance. A rigid short cut loses its shape quickly, forcing constant trims to avoid that awkward grow-out phase. Many women find they're visiting the salon every 3 to 4 weeks just to maintain something that still doesn't feel flattering. But short hair can be incredibly youthful when done right. The key is texture, softness, and movement. Experts suggest styles like textured pixies, feathered crops, or soft tapered cuts that follow the natural shape of the head rather than overpowering it. These looks add volume where needed, usually around the crown, and remove bulk from areas that can drag the face down. Another trick stylists love is face framing softness. Even with short hair, strategic pieces around the face make a world of difference. They highlight your eyes, soften your jawline, and give a more youthful, airy finish. What truly matters is avoiding anything overly stiff or sculpted. Today's short styles celebrate freedom, flow, and individuality. And with the right softness, short hair becomes refreshing, modern, and full of personality, not aging or restrictive. Next, let's talk about a hair habit stylists say to avoid: extremely dark, flat, or monochromatic hair color. Many women have worn dark hair their entire lives, deep brown, black, or cool espresso tones. But as we age, these shades can become too harsh against softer skin undertones. Skin naturally loses some of its contrast and elasticity over time, so when the hair remains intensely dark, it creates a strong visual imbalance that can unintentionally highlight lines, texture, or sagging. A flat, overly dark color also absorbs light instead of reflecting it, making the hair appear denser at the roots but dull through the lengths. This creates heaviness around the face, often emphasizing dark under-eye circles or casting shadows that age the overall appearance. Another challenge with very dark hair after 60 is root growth. Silver strands create high contrast, which means roots become noticeable within days, not weeks. This constant maintenance can be exhausting and costly. Stylists worldwide agree that softness is the secret. Not lighter necessarily, but softer. Medium browns, warm caramels, chestnut tones, gray blending techniques, and highlights around the face add dimension without washing you out. One of the most flattering approaches is lived-in color, which creates natural highs and lows throughout the hair. It allows silver roots to blend more gracefully while adding light and brightness where the face needs it most. Even women who prefer staying dark have options. Adding subtle warmth or low-contrast highlights can transform the look from severe to elegant. A slight shift in tone often breathes life back into your natural coloring, helping your complexion glow instead of looking weighed down. The goal isn't to drastically lighten your hair. It's to remove that harsh, flat wall of color and introduce softness, depth, and light reflection. This instantly refreshes your appearance, giving you a more radiant, open, and vibrant look. Another style worth discussing is wearing blunt cuts with no movement or shape. Blunt haircuts can be striking on younger women because they create a bold, architectural frame around the face. But as we get older, the very sharpness that makes blunt cuts stylish can work against us. The issue is structure. A blunt line draws immediate attention to the edges of the face, the jawline, the neck, the cheeks, areas where we naturally lose some definition over time. Instead of softening, a blunt cut emphasizes. Instead of lifting, it creates a heavy horizontal line that pulls the eye downward. Blunt ends also require strong, dense hair to look polished. But most women over 60 experience some thinning, especially around the sides. When a blunt cut lacks fullness, it can appear uneven or wispy, losing the sharp look it's meant to have. Movement is what brings femininity and ease to mature hair. Texture, layers, and soft edges all work together to give the hair life. Without movement, the hair can sit too flat, look too heavy, or lack the volume that adds youthfulness. Soft layering doesn't mean you'll end up with a messy or overly feathered style. Today's layers are subtle, invisible even, designed to remove bulk, lighten the ends, and add natural lift at the roots. If you prefer a neat, clean look, ask for a soft blunt, or blunt with invisible layers. This creates a polished appearance without the harshness of a straight, unforgiving line. Experts also recommend texture through styling. Soft waves, curved ends, or gentle volume at the crown. These small shifts make the hair appear fuller, more dimensional, and more youthful, without losing control or neatness. A little movement goes a long way. It makes the hair feel alive. And when your hair moves, it brings your face to life too. As we continue, let's take a look at overly teased, voluminous, or outdated styles. Many women grew up in an era where volume was everything: lifted roots, rounded shapes, and lots of hairspray. And while a touch of volume is always flattering, too much can backfire dramatically. Overly teased or overly styled hair can create an older, dated look, especially when the volume is concentrated in areas that no longer complement the natural structure of the face. Heavy height at the crown can elongate the face in a way that emphasizes vertical lines. Rounded sides can add width where you may prefer a slimmer silhouette. And excessive hairspray creates shine and stiffness that can make the hair look less natural and more artificial. The biggest challenge with outdated volumized styles is that they create a barrier. Instead of framing your features, they overpower them. Instead of giving youthful fullness, they mimic styles that haven't evolved with time, making you appear older rather than refreshed. Hair experts recommend a modern approach: soft, airy volume that looks effortless. Instead of teasing, focus on root-lifting products, round brush blowouts, or light layering that naturally enhances fullness. Movement is always more youthful than structure. A modern feminine look is created through texture, shine, and softness, not stiffness or excessive lift. Even women who love big hair can achieve a more current look by lowering the height, softening the edges, and allowing the style to follow the natural shape of the head rather than pushing against it. This creates a fresher, lighter, more elegant silhouette that still honors your personal style. And finally, let's talk about ignoring your hair's natural texture, one of the biggest mistakes experts see after 60. Many women spend years fighting their natural hair pattern. Those with curls straighten. Those with straight hair perm. Those with waves blow them out. And while experimenting with texture can be fun, doing it constantly, especially as we age, can lead to fragile strands, breakage, and styles that no longer flatter the hair's natural strengths. Your hair changes with age. Texture becomes more pronounced, more unpredictable, and often more delicate. Trying to force it into a shape it doesn't want, stick straight, tightly curled, overly smoothed, can make the hair appear tired, overprocessed, or damaged. This creates an unintentionally aging effect, because youthful hair always looks healthy, hydrated, and natural. Instead of fighting texture, stylists encourage embracing it in a controlled, elegant way. If you have waves, enhance them with soft products rather than flattening them. If you have curls, shape them with layers that support their bounce. If your hair is straight, add subtle movement through gentle bends or curtain-style framing. Leaning into your natural texture gives your hair its fullest potential. It works with your density, not against it. It adds freshness and softness instead of strain. Many women say that embracing their natural texture feels like a weight lifted, both emotionally and literally. It's easier to manage, looks more modern, and allows the hair to appear thicker and more vibrant. The goal is flexibility, not control. Allow your hair to be what it wants to be, and you'll find that it naturally creates a more youthful, effortless beauty. As we move through life, our hair becomes one of the most expressive parts of who we are. It carries our stories, our transformations, and our growth. And updating how we wear it isn't about chasing youth. It's about honoring the woman you've become. By choosing softer, lighter, more natural styles, you allow your beauty to shine with confidence and ease. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to subscribe to Timeless Wisdom Path for more gentle guidance created just for you.